The best retirement advice ever from financial advisors. Some of you will be saying, but Duane, you don't like those financial advisors. You just don't like them. Not true. I still believe you get the best retirement advice from people who are already retired. But through my years, I have gotten some good financial advice and retirement advice from financial advisors. Here are 7 of them. Number 1, don't invest emotionally. When I was first starting out in investing, back when I was 40, I would see a company, I'd be like, ooh, that one looks good. It's hot. It's trending. I'm going to invest. Not the best thing to do. I saw a financial advisor way back then. They said, you know what, that company you're thinking about, you didn't do your research, did you? It's not that good of a buy. Do not invest emotionally in stocks, anything else you're thinking about investing, just company in general. Do that after a lot of research, guys. You got to do a lot of research, a lot of due diligence before you put any kind of investment, put any kind of money toward investments. That was one thing I learned from a financial advisor. Number 2, save more than your employee match in your retirement account. When I was first starting out, I think the employee match was 6%. I got up to 6%. I'm like, woo, I'm all set, man. I'm ready to go. The advisor said, that's just the beginning. You got to invest a lot more than that company match in order to be able to retire comfortably, maybe even early if you're good at it. I didn't know. I was like, hey, I just started investing for retirement. I'm all set, man. I'm all set. No, invest as much as you can. Forget about that company match. Yes, hit that number, but go far past that if you can. Number 3, understand sequence of returns risk. When 3-4 years before I retired, I had no idea what that term even meant. No idea. So I went to a financial advisor, fee only, fiduciary. That's very important. If you're going to go this route, make sure it's a fee only person. He told me about sequence of returns risk. And at the time, the market was going great. I'm like, yeah, I don't got to worry about that. But I am so glad that I found out this information, because 3 or 4 months into my retirement, back in late 2021, I was hit upside the head with sequence of returns risk. Boom. I'm so glad I understood it. I'm so glad I got that advice and found out a little bit how to combat that. If I didn't know that, if I hadn't been watching a financial advisor on YouTube, and yes, you can get some good retirement advice on YouTube. Who said that? Whoever it is, I love him. I wouldn't have known about sequence of returns risk. Once I did, I was able to put some strategies to use that I found out through this guy. Number 4, plan for health care. 3-4 years before I was going to retire, when I started watching these videos on YouTube, I was like, yeah, I'll just wing it. Healthcare, I'll wing it, man. I'll figure something out. No. You have to research what you're going to do, especially if you're retiring early, right? You got to really put some research in there. How are you going to pay for your medical bills, your insurance, until you reach Medicare age at 65? Now, one of the things Biden said in his, when he was running for president, is that he was going to lower the age to 60. Well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, right? And that's probably way in the back burner. Maybe it'll happen, but we don't know. You have to know how you're going to go about paying for medical stuff before you reach that age. I did a lot of research on it because I listened to a financial advisor on YouTube saying those are one of the things you have to prepare for. So if any of you are watching my channel for the first time, this is a channel about people retiring on moderate income. If you're looking for some strategies and ways to go about this, we got a lot of information going back and forth between viewers and myself. Might be good for you. Think about subscribing. And if you like the video, please like it as well. Number 5, where are you going to live after you retire? I was living in Los Angeles. I had no idea, that I really even need to look into that. Was I dumb? I don't know if I was dumb. I was just ignorant. I was just winging the whole thing, right? Can't do that. I spent 6 months online until I finally found this place up in the high desert of LA for a much, much cheaper price than I was even paying in rent in Los Angeles. My mortgage is 300-400 bucks lower than I was paying in rent in Los Angeles. You got to research where you're going to retire to, guys, especially if you're on moderate income. It's a big, big part of your retirement. So do a lot of research in that. I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't been watching Financial Advisor on YouTube. They got some good advice. You got to vet them, though. You got to vet them. Number 6, think about consolidating retirement accounts. When I was first starting out again, when I was 40, I was looking to invest in all kinds of stuff, all kinds of different things, all kinds of 401ks, IRAs, whatever. A financial advisor I talked to back then at the time, a fee-only guy, remember, fee-only, very important, told me just, invest in your company, invest in maybe an IRA. That's really all you got to do. Research the kind of investing you want to do. Is it going to be heavy stocks, heavy bonds, whatever it's going to be. But keep it consolidated. Number 1, just for simplicity's sake. You don't want to have all these different accounts that you're running all over the place wondering, okay, this is doing that, that's doing that. Also, if you have a strategy, a certain strategy that you want to do for retirement, it's going to be a lot harder implementing that strategy over numerous accounts. So keep your retirement investing simplified. Don't go crazy and try and ultra diversity. You can diversify within 1, 2, 3 accounts. Number 7, and this was a really big one that I didn't really know about until a couple years before I retired. Again, watching YouTube financial advisor channels. Also reading up on some of the information that financial advisors have put out there. What are your taxes going to be in retirement? I had no idea. I didn't even think about it. If you're retired on moderate income, at first they might be kind of low, 12%, 20%, 22%. But as you go on in years, these taxes can really be a big issue, especially when you get to RMDs, required minimum distributions, which will be, I believe they raise the age to 73 is when they start now. If you're going to have a big nest egg still at 73, you're going to be hit with a pretty hard tax percentage that they're taking out of that, okay? So he told me, think about doing Roth conversions, a little bit every year to take away some of that big nest egg. Say you have in a 401k, take a little bit of away each year. That'll really lower your taxes as you get later in your retirement years. Never would have thought of it. So there you go, guys. 7 great things, best ever, that I've learned from financial advisors. Just remember, you can get a lot of good information from financial advisors. Do your due diligence. Make sure they're a fiduciary. Make sure they're a fee only. Make sure they're not going to say, hey, I'll just charge you 1% of your whole nest egg for each year as we work together. No, that's not going to happen. So, look into the stuff, guys. If you want to go financial advisor route, if you want someone managing your nest egg, that's fine. I don't do it. If you want to, that's fine. Just make sure you do your research. And as always, guys, just remember, 1, follow your dreams. 2, we got this.